Alrighty, Lizelly. So, what do you call someone with no nose and no body?
Nobody. I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody.
Oh, goodness. All right. Welcome to the Masterful Morning Show. We're so delighted. Today we have Lizelly Meza, and she holds space for women to manifest their dreams for a fulfilled life of ease and delight. Whenever you're chatting with Lizelly, that's definitely going to come up, ease and delight. So she helps you jumpstart a passion-based business that is in more alignment with who you are and the gifts that you have to share with the world. Thank you so much, Lizelly, for being here.
Thank you. Thank you all for inviting me. I'm so excited. I've known about your interviews, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, I know her, and I know her. Like, oh, cool. And then you invited me. It's like, yes, I'm on there too.
Yeah, absolutely. So jumpstarting your passion-based business, what does that look like? How do you help women do that?
Like you said in the beginning, holding space. As I've been through my journey of personal growth and just recently like jumping into being there for others, in transition from either a full-time job or people who lost their jobs in this recent pandemic, and they're wanting to move into something else. I knew for myself that I needed community, that I needed people guiding me, because as much as I like learning on my own, as much as I like reading and doing YouTube and courses, I had to accept and I realized that I had more growth when I had a community around me. And I felt it was so important to actually show up myself for those around me, starting with my friends and my family. And that's where I got the idea, you know what? I feel this is so important for me. I know it's important for those close to me. I'm going to put myself out there as someone who does that, who holds space for them, for their dreams, because I am a dreamer. I've been a dreamer since I was a little girl. And it's just until recently that I accepted that, you know what, we're all trying to figure out what do we want to do when we grow up, right? I'm almost going to be 41 and I just figured it out a few years ago. And I realized that it was connected, as you always hear, like, well, what did you like doing when you were little? Like, I love playing with my Barbies alone in my room, and I build these expansive homes for them with my sister's vinyl records. And I dream and imagine. So I love that I found that connection of dreaming and allowing ourselves to believe in those dreams. And that's how I hold space for women and people. I mean, I work with a couple men. I work with my husband too. And just being there for them and believing in their dreams for them first so they can believe in their own dreams too.
Yeah, awesome. Jamie Bishop says hello. Yay, she found you.
Hi.
So she's watching live. So I also want to ask you, because we are in communities together and we grow together, and so lifelong learning, especially around manifesting, is something that we share. So I'm curious as to whether you have any favorite books that you want to tell us about.
I have a favorite book. I love reading, and it takes me forever to finish a book. But this book that I'm going to share, I've read it. I'm on my third read, and one of those reads was a listen. I count listening to audiobooks as reading. So, and it's The Art of Abundance, 10 Rules for a Prosperous Life by Dennis Merritt Jones. And that book just like really sunk deep into my soul in regards to, people think of abundance like, oh, money, I want all the money in the world. But it's so much deeper than that. And it just guided me through many difficult moments in my life recently. And it let me just flourish in a way that I found a connection, right, to that energy, to the universe. So I love that book. And I'm actually studying it. I read it first. I listened to it later while I was doing chores around the house. Like, you know what, I'm going to study it. So I actually read and make notes, and I'm still in it.
That's awesome. So wonderful. When you said the title, it just totally piqued my interest. So I wrote it down. That's definitely one I want to look at. looking at your website, looking at the different things that you do and how you talk about it, passion is huge for me. That's like a big thing. I'm a dreamer also. Yeah. And you also mentioned ease and delight. Ease really stands out to me, I think, for so long that I avoided it. I didn't, I kind of associated ease with easy, and somehow my mind is like grabs onto laziness with there. But like with ease, now it's something I seek and I understand a lot more, and it kind of relates more to flow. Mm-hmm. But what is it? Do you find other people having those difficulties? And if so, what is it that you can do to kind of help them get away from that?
Mm-hmm. I definitely do find other people believing that they have to struggle to make their dreams come true, right? To manifest anything, to reach a goal, to accomplish a to-do on their list. Like, I have to struggle for this. And that was me too for a while. And not too long ago, until I realized, again, in community, that I saw others living fulfilled lives and manifesting their dreams with an ease and an enjoyment that since I was a little girl, I knew I was like, I didn't want to struggle to do things. I did not like going to school when I was little, right? You're told you have to go to school, you have to go to college, you have to this and that. Like, I knew that wasn't for me, but I went through it. I got my Bachelor of Art in graphic design and stuff. And it was never easy for me because I was like sort of going against the flow, like you mentioned. So ease for me, as I've been adopting it recently, that ease and delight, like, it's my philosophy of life now. Like, you know what? We're only here to enjoy this life once. Why do we want to struggle through it? Why do we want to hustle for it? And it was also an important understanding for me, like you said, that it's not about being lazy. Because when you accept that ease and when you accept those dreams and goals that you have, the universe like tends to put you in the right path and show you what step you need to take next. You do have to take that action. So I do see that in people that they don't know where to start. And that's where that ease, that philosophy of ease and allowing themselves to be in that present moment, to allow themselves to see in this second right now, there's nothing difficult for you. You are breathing and you have awareness of your physical body. And that's an ease. And you could take that to the next second and to the next and to the next. So I think that's the advice I would give them. You know what? Just breathe. I know we all go through so many things. And I know there's so many different techniques people could use to like get in the present and allow that ease to come into their lives. But that would be my advice for me. Like, take a moment, hold it back, take a moment, breathe, and just allow that ease of the breath to guide you to wherever you have to go next.
That's perfect. That's so in alignment with like my journey. Mm-hmm. When Marion introduced me to meditation and really having me take a second go at it, and just the relaxation, shortly after that is when I truly started seeking the ease of things. And again, I don't even associate ease and easy together. It's not even the same realm to me. And after that, it's like things really started clicking. And when I felt things are having to be forced, it's like, no, take a minute and just relax. And that's absolutely right on track from what I've experienced as well. Thank you for that.
Yeah, for sure. And it definitely, it's everything, right? It's a lifelong process, the learning, the expansion, the leveling up. And it's not like it's always going to be high. You're always going to be perfect. Everything's going to be easy. And it takes reminding yourself, like just these past couple of days, honestly, I was like PMSing. I was totally hormonal. And I was like so mad because I did not feel in alignment. I did not feel ready to do the work I needed to do. And I came back to that. I reminded myself, remember your ease and delight. Like, just chill out, take a breath, watch a movie, cuddle with my baby yoga, and like ease. And then the day after, like just everything flowed that I had to do supposedly the day before. So yeah, takes practice and reminding yourself.
Awesome. So Lizelly, who would you say your ideal client is, and what's your favorite thing you like to coach people on?
My ideal client are, in this present moment, women who are looking to transition into, whether you have a full-time job, right? and you hate it. You've been there forever. You currently had a baby and you want to transition, especially now because it's a lot easier, to working from home, just to spending more time with baby and not missing those important family moments. It's also right now women who have been let go of jobs they had for a long time, but they had this creative passion inside of them, and they had like this little side hustle before, this hobby, and they're like, this is the moment that I need to jump on this and go like full time. Or also someone who may have been let go or either just decided to quit their job during this time because they knew they were like just dragging along on automatic, and they knew deep inside that there was something more for them to pursue, something more meaningful, just to help and be of service to people. And these women are finding themselves with this idea and with sometimes the overwhelm of, I have to do this and this and this and this, and they don't know, they don't have that clarity of like, again, returning to that ease. Okay, just write down your dream, write down your goal, write down the plan you have. Don't get boggled by everything you have to do. Again, that's where holding space for them and guiding them and prompting them is like, okay, what is your dream? That's all you have to do, right? Where are you physically right now with your dream? So those are the people I find myself working with most right now, and that I love, again, building that community for them and holding that space and that container for them and guiding them there through all the other processes we all know during like meditation and journaling, and to finding for themselves that next step to fulfill that dream and that ease and delight in their life.
As a masterful manifestor, we create routines and habits in our life in order to keep our vibration high. So I'm curious, do you have a routine or a habit that is just absolutely essential to your day, whether that's in the morning or evening or whenever, that you can share with us?
Oh, yes, I have many. And I've been through the cycle of having like a daily, like hard set routine and habit. And now I'm at a place where like I just flow through the different ones that I've used throughout my life. Meditation for sure. And I go anywhere from 45 to an hour sometimes to, 5 minutes of gratitude if I'm not feeling it. But that's never missed. And it can either be in the morning and I think you, Marian, shared with me that you do it somewhere in the afternoon too. Yeah, I've done that too. And then sometimes I take a nap afterwards. Napping also for me is huge. I love napping, especially when meditation and journaling and nothing helps me like soothe myself or calm down from frustrations. It's like, okay, I have to nap. I have to sleep it off. Journaling, I journal a lot too. And actually what I've been doing recently is recording voice memos, because my mind is working like I can't write fast enough. I was like, I'm just going to record it, and it's like I'm talking to myself. And I have different kinds of voice memos. Some are more like journaling, like just jotting down everything that's going on. Some that I was guided by one of my mentors was to record myself a voice message when I'm feeling like super high and super great and everything is awesome, as a reminder to that future self that's going to be in a dip. And I love those. And voice memos, journaling, meditation, napping, reading, obviously too, listening to podcasts, like just everything. It's like peppered inside of my life just to give that, to keep learning and just to feel just a little more high vibe every moment.
Absolutely.
I love that recording when you're in the high vibe, because it just really helps connect you back to that vibration. Like people, I think so often don't really understand the different levels of the vibrations that you're in. And you can remember something when you're in this really nice high vibe and you can, I'm not going to forget that. But if you dip down into lower vibe, it disappears with it. So having something to take you back there quickly is so powerful.
Definitely. And it's often because it's happened mostly with journaling. That I go back to read. And in journaling, sometimes I set out my intentions of what I want to manifest. And sometimes I forget about it, right? That's the lesson, like set it and forget it. And I go back to read, it's like, oh damn, like I'm living that now, right? So it feels awesome to keep a record. For me, I love keeping a record of everything, whether it's in voice messages or writing it out. Yeah.
I love that. I need to remember that. So if you guys could remind me the next time I'm in a high state to capture it, because I think I do.
You do it in our group.
In Masterful Manifestors,
yeah.
we go live. We go live in all vibrations, and then that way we're able to revisit them later if we need to learn more about what we were like in that vibe. So I guess, yeah. But I haven't done it like as a voice member or anything like that. But very cool. Thank you for sharing all of that. That's absolutely excellent. So where can people go to learn more about you and maybe to even inquire about jumpstarting their passion-based business?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for asking. You could go to my Instagram account. It's Lizelly. I am sharing a lot there. Just in recent days, a lot of what I am learning and what I am putting out there and how I can hold that space, right, for people's dreams. And also to my website, LizellyMeza.com. I'm sure it's going to be linked somewhere here. And it's simple. That's my thing, keeping it simple, right? Remembering that ease and delight. So my website is super simple right now. If you go on there, you're going to see what I'm all about and why I am doing this, why it feels so important to me. And I'm going to be starting off on Monday, a little short, like a challenge sort of on Instagram, sharing how you can jumpstart that passion-based business. So yeah, just head to my Instagram account.
Yeah, wonderful. And I also have linked to the Jumpstart Your Business program page here in the description so you can check it out. Cool. And yeah, thank you so much, Lizelly, for coming on the Masterful Morning Show.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It was awesome. It was fun.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hey guys, on Saturday, we are doing a manifesting meditation retreat. So if you haven't signed up yet, there is still time. Go to masterfulmanifestors.com, click meditation retreat at the top, and you can get into Saturday morning's retreat. It's a 2-hour event, and we're going to be doing a guided meditation together as a group, and we're also going to be doing individual silent meditation time. Following a quick break, because bathrooms still need to happen, we are going to also journal. We're going to have some journaling prompts all around manifesting your desires, and we'll end it out with a sharing circle. So I hope you all join us. It will be at 11 a.m. Eastern, which is 8 a.m. Pacific on Saturday, this Saturday. So sign up today to get all of your information. Get that Zoom link so we can see you there. All right, everyone. Have a lovely day.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.